Live from the Icebox Studio in Montgomeryville, Pennsylvania, it's the Bill and Corey Show. I'm Bill.
And I'm Corey.
Welcome to our special Friday edition. First question we have today is on the PM24 pressure monitor. The customer wanted to know if there's a adjustable volume control on the horn, and there isn't. But just wait a little bit.
Oh.
Am I on alarm silence?
I don't know. Find out.
How about that? Well, there isn't an adjustable alarm, and I don't know why the alarm didn't go off. Maybe it just doesn't like me today. Takes 10 seconds for the alarm to go off.
And now we wait.
Oh, how about that?
Need to test our equipment before we
Yeah, I
bring it
know.
on the show.
I tested it before.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And
So it's camera shy.
shy.
It's camera shy.
It's camera shy today. Hold down the reset. There we go. Now we're going to try it. Maybe because I forgot to reset it.
Maybe. Oh.
There we go.
Oh. That is piercing.
That is piercing. That is 90 decibels. Now it's not adjustable, but our technician who works on these says what he does when he tests these things is he takes a little foam earplug and he puts it inside. You got to be careful not to damage the speaker. So you got to reset it. There we go. It's reset. So yeah, you can't like jam the foam in there too far and damage the speaker. But it was a little quieter.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I'm sure testing those in the shop would be annoying to listen to that piercing noise all the time, be a distraction to the other people.
So I said, no, we don't have a little knob to adjust it though. Our second question,
Yes,
is on rotor meters. Customer is looking for a rotor meter that reads helium standard conditions in liters per minute.
And so this is our FM 1050 Flowmeter. We also have an FM 1000, which is a direct read. It's a shorter version of this, but unfortunately we do not have a scale in that version that can direct read helium. But this one will work. It is a reference scale. So right now, depending on which one you order, we have the total range for all our rotometers is 0.51 to 110.7 standard liters per minute for helium. And so nice big range. And then depending on how much flow you need, it will determine which tube you will order inside. And then you'll get a reference chart. So this is a reference scale. They all go from 0 to 150. And with this, you'll get a reference chart for helium, letting you know what each tick on the rotometer, what number that corresponds to. So if you say you have like a 110, you pull up a chart and you look at 110 on the chart and it'll tell you like 57 standard liters per minute for helium. And that's how you would use the scale.
Yeah, that's good. You can actually we do have plenty of direct read scales. We checked and we didn't have one for direct read helium. Mm-hmm. And the direct reads, you can do the direct read on the FM 1050. We do have people that order custom scales. It's typically for people that are putting it in their equipment that they're reselling, and they're buying a lot of them because there's a charge for us to create a scale. But we can do that, and we've done all sorts of oddball scales. Some of them just have 2 marks on them. Yeah, so we can do a custom scale for you for helium. And then next question is on Kitagawa tubes. That's for Corey.
Yeah, so the person wanted to hydrocarbon, which in my head I was thinking which hydrocarbon. So they wanted to be able to test for hydrocarbons. This one is for oil mist, which of course oil is a hydrocarbon as well. This one is, the person wanted it for 0.1 milligrams per meters cubed. This one states on it that it's 0.3 to 5 milligrams per meters cubed. However, 0.1 will show up on the scale. It'll be very small, but you will be able to see a 0.1 on there. It's just not advertised as being 0.1.
Yeah. And we do have on the product page or online store, we have the Kitagawa data sheets.
And there are, and it's not just, we have probably, what, 50 different Kitagawa tubes that can do or more?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, so we have a lot of different Kitagawa tubes that
Big
can detect
collection of
all different types of gases.
Yeah. This one's actually for
materials.
breathing air. This
Yes.
is a compressed breathing air tube, so you use that for testing breathing air.
Because you don't want to breathe in oil mist.
No. That's why you test it.
That's why you test it.
And the next question, we got a small part for this one. Oh, here it is. A customer wanted a restricted flow orifice for their system, and they didn't want one that was installed in their cylinder, because you can buy gases with restricted flow orifices on there. Typically, they're for extremely toxic gases. It's just an orifice that's already screwed into the valve, so you limit your flow rate out of the cylinder. It's a safety.
Yep.
It's a safety device. They didn't want that. They wanted something on the outlet of the regulator. Now, we don't sell restricted flow orifices by themselves. Oh, we might. We do install them on the outlet of your regulators. Occasionally, we'll get requests for that. This is what we would have. There are different ones we use. This is the typical one, female by male pipe thread, 1/4-inch pipe thread. We get our restricted flow orifices from O'Keefe Controls. So if you're looking for a bunch of them, I'd suggest you go there. And then if you want to order a regulator with restricted flow orifice, you would order a regulator, modified regulator. We call them dash S's. Dash S for special.
Exactly.
And then we can install a restricted flow orifice on there. This one, I think this is a 0.015 inch diameter orifice. It's really kind of small.
I know. It almost looks like it's a plug.
Yeah.
It's that small of a
Yeah,
hole.
you can kind of see the light through there.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yes, and we can get other ones. These we just happen to have in stock. I think we use them for one of our products. So we have these. You can also get them with swage lock fittings on the outlet, compression fittings.
Yeah. O'Keefe sells them in all kinds of different
Yep.
different variations, and there's a lot to choose from.
You can get them brass, stainless steel. We typically buy the stainless steel. And then we have
A regulator
last
question.
Yes, regulator question.
So this is our 1250 regulator. It is it's like a medium standard regulator, nothing fancy, but does the job. So the person was asking, they were ordering one for nitrogen and one for hydrogen, and they were curious if there's any differences in the regulator on whether, for in the internals for hydrogen versus nitrogen. And no, there is not. Pretty much any inert or flammable gas will have the same internals because, a flammable gas says, it's flammable, but it doesn't affect the material at all. So it's not bad to put through there. So for nitrogen and hydrogen, there is no difference on the internals. However, you will get differences when you have a corrosive gas because you need better materials inside the regulator to handle a corrosive gas. You have to make sure it's compatible with it. And so, yes, the hydrogen and nitrogen regulators are the same on the inside.
Yeah, so this one obviously wouldn't be used for corrosive gas service. It's
Even says it right on here on the label, non-corrosive. So we even have it right there.
yeah, it's a plated forged brass body, so it's it's not good for corrosive service. But we don't sell it with corrosive CGAs.
Yes, that's one thing. That's one way we control it. There's a few regulators where we won't even offer the CGA.
But for a
With
corrosive
regulator.
gas regulator, the internals of that, it's going to be, if you order with a 580 or you order with a corrosive 330, it's going to be the same internals. Just the CGA is going to be different.
Yeah. Though corrosive CGA 580 regulator would be.
We sell those.
I know we do, but it's odd.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, we'll even sell corrosive regulators with cross purges for nitrogen.
And for those that don't know, the CGA 580 is for inert gases like nitrogen, helium, argon, those types of gases.
Okay. Well, that's all we have for this week. The next 2 weeks, we're going to do best of shows.
Christmas holidays are coming up.
Yeah, we got the holidays coming up. So
New Year's.
We'll be back live in January, first Thursday in January. I think that's the 5th.
I have no idea.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's the 5th.
So set your VCRs for the first Thursday after the New Year at 10 a.m.
Well, they can send them for the next 2 weeks.
Oh yeah, they can. That's true because you want to watch our best of.
Yeah.
I did, honestly, did not think.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you and have a wonderful holiday.